ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Dimitri Cinema. I'm your host, Dimitri. Doing a little outdoor recording today. So we're going to talk about Mortal Kombat 2. Told you I was going to bash this movie. First chance I get it. First chance I got. This is my first chance and main chance. So let's jump right into it. Hope everybody had a good weekend, by the way. Alright. So, the cast says Mortal Kombat 2. Okay, I didn't like it, first of all. Carl Urban, of course. Thor Ragnarok, The Bluff, Star Trek Beyond. He's been in Peach Dragon, Dread. I remember him in that. Priest, Star Trek 2009. The Chronicles of Riddick, I remember him in that, actually. The Lord of the Rings trilogy, 2001 to 2003. The Price of Milk. That should tell you right there. Not the guy for Johnny Cage. The Irritable Truth About Demons. Heaven, 1998. Via Satellite. Amazon High, 1997. Okay. Adalyn Rudolph. She played Katana. Mortal Kombat 2, one of her first films. Hellboy. The Cookman, 2004. Then you got Jessica McNane, Sonya Blade. Mortal Kombat 2021. The Meg wasn't a good movie. I don't know. I personally didn't like it. Shark movie, Go Jaws. Battle of the Sexes, 2017. Chips, 2017. The Neighbor, 2017. Louis Tan, Cole Young. Everybody had high hopes for him. Mortal Kombat 1, of course. Fist of Vengeance, 2022. Deadpool 2, 2018. Den of Thieves, 50 Cent, 2018. The Hangover Part 3, 2013. Olympus Has Fallen, 2013. The Little Death, 2014. The Questions of Ben, 2012. The 11, 2018. McHad Brooks, who plays Jax. You know, he's Mortal Kombat 1, of course. Nobody's Fool, 2018. About Last Night, 2014. The Valley of Eli, 2007. Glory Road, 2006. He's up there. He's older than I thought. Ludi Lin plays Liu Kang. Mortal Kombat 2021. Mortal Kombat 2022. 2026, sorry. Son of South. Aquaman, believe it or not, 2018. The King's Avatar. For the Glory, 2019. Monster Hunt, 2015. Been a couple. Taddy Gabriel plays Jade. I thought she did a tremendous job in Mortal Kombat 2, by the way. Quarter, 2026. The Supremes at Falls. All You Can Eat, 2024. Uncharted, 2022. That was pretty good, by the way. My Trend Ford, who plays Shao Kahn. Red Sonja, 2025. The Machine, 2023. The Fast Saga, 2021. The Intergalactic Adventures of Max Cloud, 2020. Final Score, 2018. Viking Destiny, 2018. The Marine 6, Close Quarters, 2018. Robin Hood. The Rebellion, 2018. Kill Ben Kite, 2018. And Redcon 1 through Redcon-1, 2018. I want to make sure I say this name right. Tada Boo Asano, Lord Raiden. He plays Lord Raiden. Mortal Kombat 1, Shogun 2026 TV series, Kate 2021, Minamata 2020, Midway 2019, The Outsider 2018, Science 2016, Thor franchise 2011 through 2017, and Zatoichi 2003. Satoshi. Ooh, nice. Chen Han, who plays Shang Tsung, Mortal Kombat 1 2021, Mortal Kombat 2 2026, Skyscraper America, The Winter Soldier 2014. Oh, he was in that. 2012, 2009, The Dark Knight 2008. Okay. Joe Taslim, by hand, who plays Newt Saibot, who also played Sub-Zero in the first one. Mortal Kombat 1, The Swordsman 2020, Hit and Run 2019, The Night Comes for Us 2018, Star Trek Beyond 2016, Fast and the Furious 6 2013, The Raid, Redemption 2011, Hiroki Sanada, who plays Han Hatashi, which is Scorpion. Mortal Kombat 1 2021, John Wick. I remember him in the John Wick series. Chapter 4 2023. Bullet Train, I remember him Bullet Train. He's a good swordsman. Army of the Dead 2024, Avengers Endgame 2019. The Wolverine 2013, I remember the Wolverine 2013. The Last Samurai 2003. Max Hung, who plays Kung Lao, of course, Mortal Kombat 1 2021. No Time to Die, The Foreigner, Foreigner 2017, Skip Trace 2016, Dragon Blade 2015, Damon Harriman, who plays Quan Chi, which was interesting. Talk about that. The Bikers 2023, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which was not a bad film, 2019, Judy and Punch 2019, The Nightingale 2018, House of Wax 2005. Okay. So that's your cast right there, of these guys and the films that they've been in. Now, let me talk about how I feel about the movie, because I'm definitely going to need my shades on for this one. Alright. Yo, Mortal Kombat was whack. I'm going to be straight up with you. I'm going to be like, I ain't going to even like hold back on it. It was whack. From my opinion, you're in my world of movies. So, from when it came on, Chudaloo sort of getting into the Katana story, with Shao Kahn being her adopted father. Of course, he kills her father in a war. Them two fight, and he adopts her after he kills her father. Giving you a good idea, she's gonna have a big part in this movie. And it goes on from there. Raiden still trying to get Earth's Mighty Warriors. Johnny Cage, he's big in this. Supposed to be the big part in this. What I didn't like, one of the things I'm gonna say I didn't like, is the fact that Liu Kang wasn't a bigger role like he is in video games in the 95 movie. The 95 movie I liked it. I think that was the best Mortal Kombat movie. Honestly, that's out. And I don't think it's by far. I don't think it's even close. Liu Kang, it was hideous in this one. Johnny Cage, they focused on Johnny Cage which is understandable because he's, Johnny Cage is in the video games. He's this actor, retired martial artist. Coffee hit a little bit different in the afternoon. Retired martial artist who, trying to find his way. He's given up. He's doing movies. He's gotten older, and he's kind of like at the end of his career. So, Carl Urban, The Boys, and the stuff that he was in, I wasn't amazed of them picking him as Johnny Cage. I felt like they could have did a lot better than that. I feel like there's a lot of actors out there that could have, honestly, Cole Young, who was a mysterious character that wasn't even in a video game, I feel like he could have played Johnny Cage. He would have been a better Johnny Cage than Carl Urban. That's my opinion. So there's a lot of younger guys they could have got to play Johnny Cage, because Johnny Cage is not old like that. Yeah, he might be at the peak of his career, at the end of his tail end of his career, but he's still not that old. You see the 1995 Mortal Kombat, Lyndon, I think his name is Lyndon something, I can't remember his full name. He plays Johnny Cage. He got the Johnny Cage look. He's young enough. He's got the swag. He's funny. Carl Urban is like, you look at him and you see a 56-year-old man that's trying to be 40 again. And as far as martial arts, he doesn't look like a martial artist. You can look at him, you can tell he doesn't look martial artist. Johnny Cage is white, of course. He's not supposed to look Chinese, look like karate, but he's a martial artist. He's still a young, in shape guy who, took on Hollywood, became big in Hollywood. It's just, I don't like Carl Urban as that choice. I would have got somebody else. That's number one. And then making him the biggest focus on this movie. You know what I mean? Like, everything focused around Johnny Cage. In 95, Mortal Kombat film, everything was focused around Liu Kang. Because in video games, Liu Kang is the Earth champion. He wins all the that last tournament, the 10th tournament, Liu Kang wins it. And then they keep going into it and get deeper into the story as it goes on. Years go by to make more games and stuff. But this one is Johnny Cage, and it's like, yo, what, Johnny Cage? I'd kind of rather Johnny Cage than Jax, but Liu Kang is supposed to be the main focus in this. He's supposed to be avenging his brother, Kung Lao, aka from Shang Tsung, and it's like they went a total different route, man. And then the movie moved slow. It was just the jokes was corny. I like how they did Katana. I liked her. I like Jade. Them two was good. Still like the guy played Raiden, even though they make Raiden in this movie a wimp. It's like he's a wimp again. He's like Raiden is powerful. Raiden is the man. Raiden is like everybody feared. Like, he's a thunder god, whatever. In the first movie, they made him kind of sort of weak, but not weak, but sort of weak. You know what I mean? Like he didn't. This one, even in the old movies, they dog Raiden out, man. Like, Christopher Lambert played Raiden in the 95 movie, and he brought comic to it. It was kind of like mortal men and women defending their world. It's not about death, but life. And it's like talking to the warriors, like, hey, you still seek vengeance. It'll never happen. It's like, Sonya Blade, you're afraid to lose. Like he had that comic stuff, and then I don't think so. Like he brought that, you know what I mean? Like yeah, he didn't do much fighting karate in, but Christopher Lambert, it's Highlander, it was a, you know, even though he didn't look Chinese, like Raiden did in the video game, he still brought that Raiden command god swag. Like it was like, I like this still. That's not bad, you know what I mean? This guy, he looks like Raiden, but it's kind of like he's kind of like, you will go back to Outworld at once. Okay, is this your Earth Warriors? Like he kind of slow. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying Raiden's supposed to be still in the movie, but he's that leader. He's talking to these guys like me talking to kids, 1, 2, 3-year-olds. Look, hey, you guys got to grow up. You're gonna have to take math in school. You have to, you know what I mean? Like and he's got a sense of humor a little bit. And this guy's just like, yo, man, go sit him down. You know what I'm saying? But I kind of, I like that they kept him, but it was like, give him more leader, make him involved more. And then Carl Urban, he sort of tried. He, you know, got some actors when they take on a big character or a big role, and they know that role is iconic. Some will overdo it and mess the whole thing up, and then you got some that underdo it, try not to overdo it, and a lot of times that might mess things up too. And then you got some that meet the middle. When you meet the middle, that's when you do good. You right in between, you know what I mean? Heath Ledger did so good as Joker, he overdid it, but it was great because he's I call it Heath Ledger art. That performance was art. Just same way with Jack Nicholson, I think he did really good. You know, in the Master of the Universe, I like Jared Leto Skeletor. I think he did pretty good as Skeletor. It was artish. You know, he did the Shakespearean voice to it. He didn't go back to the he didn't do that. He just he created his own, you know. So I just, you know, certain characters you gotta take it to it. Johnny Cage, Carl Urban, he tried not to do too much, and he tried not to do too much, and he tried not to do too. He went too little, where his too little wasn't enough. And I'm not saying I should throw more jokes or nothing like that in there. It's just you didn't see it there, man. Johnny Cage is not the character for him. Stick with all the boys. Like it's just like that's not him. That's not the character that fits him. You know, I don't know who scouted these actors when they made this movie, but I would have got Cole Young to be Johnny Cage and give him more of a funnier sense of humor to throw in there, and don't overdo it, but just make it. He's younger. He fits. Nobody know who Cole Young is in the games. So Carl Urban was a big part of me not liking Mortal Kombat to start off with, and then as it goes into the movie, it gets deeper. I like Katana, I like Jade. I wasn't thrilled with. And that Shang Tsung went missing. He was, you know, half of the movie. Quan Chi, I was glad to see him, but they made him a punk. Quan Chi is a big sorcerer. Like he's bigger than Shang Tsung. They both are sorcerers, but Quan Chi is powerful. They both can raise people, bring people back. They both can control, manipulate. Quan Chi has a power that's just unreal. Even in the video games, he's so powerful. Mortal Kombat 1, he's really powerful. So to see that, it's like what they did with Apocalypse and X-Men Apocalypse. The X-Men movie with Apocalypse that they made. They made Apocalypse like a punk. Like, not Apocalypse is one of my favorite villains of all time. One of the biggest villains of all time in Marvel. Like, he is unreal D-Man. A lot of people like to focus on Thanos. Read the comic books. Apocalypse was that man. So was Galactus. But that's how they did. They did Quan Chi like that. Then Shao Kahn. Oh, let's talk about Shao Kahn. They showed a lot of Shao Kahn, which was cool, but you still want to save him. He's the boss of the boss of the boss, other than Shinnok, his dad, and all the other guys supposed to be above him. Shao Kahn is just like, they wanted him a main fighter in a movie. No, man, what are y'all doing? No. You might have him fight one time and just annihilate somebody real bad. But you don't have him make... Get mad at it. You see the energy rising with me after I'm talking about it. You don't want to make him... You're saving him. Shao Kahn is saved for part 3. Or however long you're going to tag on this franchise. Like, you don't do that. You're not bringing him in and having him fight through the movie and then he loses to Princess Katana, his adopted daughter. Sorry if y'all watching this and you didn't see the movie. I hope you probably should have seen it by now. It's been out for a while. I'm sorry. He lost to Princess Katana. This is Shao Kahn. If Shao Kahn loses to anybody, anyone on Earth, body, warriors, it's Liu Kang. Katana, yes, she's more powerful than Liu Kang because she's from Outworld. But she's not. She doesn't fight in this either. She don't like. She's like a She's like the scout person. Like, she helps out the warriors. She gives them guidance. She shows them. Mortal Kombat 95 is a perfect example of what she is. What she did for Liu Kang. She knew Liu Kang was the one. So her focus was on him and getting him where he needs to be. Shang Tsung didn't like that. This was in the 95 version. Carl I. Taiagwa, I think, played Shang Tsung. Been in a couple of movies. So, it gets on. Baraka's in it. Carl Urban fights Baraka. Johnny Cage fights Baraka. And I didn't like that fight either. Nuke Saibot and Scorpion fight. Scorpion shows up to try to help out Johnny Cage. Cole Young annihilated. Now he's out. Jax annihilated. Like, people that shouldn't have had died, they're supposed to live, go through the next film. I know you got a bunch more characters, but it's like, these are the vocal focus characters. Liu Kang, Jax, Sonya Blade, Johnny Cage. You were going to bring in his brother, Kung Lao. You can throw him in there as a foreign focus, even though the original story he lost to Shang Tsung. That's why Liu Kang avenged his death. Oh man, there's so much going on. He's in the movie for like 5 minutes and he dies. They didn't even make that fight with him and Scorpion worth it. It was like Scorpion kicked your ass again and you out. Nah, you out of there. Okay, what was this to bring him back? Kano was Kano, comical, whatever. They brought him back, but it was like he had more of a vocal point than Liu Kang. Man, I'm sorry, man. It's just, this is how I know that movie wasn't gonna work. Because I went to see it with my old boss, right? And then we went to the movie theaters to see it in IMAX. The first 3 minutes, he wouldn't shut up. He started from the time the movie came on, straight 3 minutes complaining about it. And I couldn't say nothing because what he was complaining about was valid. It's like, oh my God, it's that's that, and that. And I was just like, yeah, but I think this might be better than a Street Fighter, though. Give it time. Yeah, I know that. I knew it was going to be bad. And then, here's another thing I didn't like about the movie. It's the martial arts. There was none. There was barely martial arts in there. I want to get to the point where you see all the powers and the light and magic and the finishing moves from the game. But just don't leave out the martial arts. That's like what Fast and the Furious did, leaving out the damn drag racing. I mean, the racing. And going to tanks and flying spaceships and flying cars to spaceship and all that. No, you took out the whole street racing. Mortal Kombat, the martial arts is big and important. That's what made 95 so good, is the fighting scenes. I don't talk about no just punches here, something that I could look like I do. No, I'm talking about the combat, the fight, the kicks, the you know. It was better fight scenes than the first Mortal Kombat they did, the 2021. And I didn't think they had good fighting scenes. And it's like, man, where's the martial arts in this? Are y'all missing the point of this whole thing? But oh man, I did not like that movie, man. Not one bit. Shao Kahn gets killed by Katana. They killed off a lot of people. Yeah, okay, you could say, oh, they can bring him back. And Dimitri, they might bring Shao Kahn back. You know, he's powerful, da-da-da. Okay, well, what was the sense of you make him look weak. He's Shao Kahn. What's the sense of killing him? And then you killed Liu Kang. How do you kill Liu Kang? He's the champion. How does he die in that? I don't like where they're going with this franchise as far as the new movie franchise with it. I don't like it. I don't like where they're going with it. I really don't. Like I said, I don't like how they made Quan Chi look like. Quan Chi looked worse than Megatron did in the Transformers. He's like, Prime. Okay, let's get out of here, Prime. We're leaving. You know how Megatron always end up running when he loses, and Optimus Prime's like, you can run, Megatron, but you'll be back. You know, like they have that little thing. That's how they did. Or Skeletor runs when he losing to He-Man. I'll be back, He-Man. So it was, I don't know, man. It was just, it wasn't good. I didn't like the story to it. They won a tournament, but it was like a lot of things in there. The movie could have actually been pretty good. You know, I wouldn't have made Cole Young wouldn't have been in the franchise period, but I wouldn't have made Johnny Cage the main vocal point. It would have been Liu Kang. It would have been exactly like the 95, just different actors and a different, you know. But I didn't like it. Saw Masters of the Universe, and I liked that way better. Way better. That had a lot of comedy to it. But did I think Masters of the Universe was going to outshine Mortal Kombat 2? Yeah, but not like this. I thought Mortal Kombat 2, more people were like that than Masters of the Universe. I'm a Masters of the Universe fan, so it was like, I wasn't expecting it to be no Oscar-winning movie. It's about He-Man, a powerful barbarian that's the most powerful man in the universe from an 80s cartoon. What are you going to get much out of that? And I'm a big fan of it because since I was little, I watched He-Man. So, did I think Mortal Kombat 2, more people was going to say they like Mortal Kombat 2 than He-Man? Yeah, I did expect that. But guess what? Nobody said nothing about Mortal Kombat 2. I ain't heard no reviews, no nothing. So, That's another thing. Where's the Cisco and Evil calls Mortal Rotten Tomatoes calls up whatever that. No, you definitely ain't gonna hear from this guy on this stream. No, it was horrible. But maybe they got a chance to make a third one and turn it around. I don't see it. They make a third one, I don't think they're gonna make it worse. I think they should just end it like they ended the tournament. They won. The Warriors won. Liu Kang got killed. Katana won the tournament, even though she shouldn't even be in it. Like, just leave it at that. So, that's my thing. My whole problem I have with that. And I actually betted so many people that it was going to be better than Street Fighter. I was like, man, Mortal Kombat 2 is going to be better than Street Fighter. Nah, Street Fighter, none of the Street Fighter movies are ever good, and this and that, and Jean-Claude Van Damme as got by, and we all like Street Fighter. We just let it go. We let the old 80s Masters universe go with no Battle Cat, whatever. We were cool with it, but it wasn't good. The old Street Fighter, in my opinion, wasn't good. Bison, the only thing I liked about the old Street Fighter was Raul Julia playing General Bison. I thought he did the best out of everybody in that whole movie, other than Zangief making people saying little funny things, making people laugh, and Sagat saying little funny things too. But no, Mortal Kombat ain't it, man. So, 2026, Mortal Kombat 2, Capcom's involved in the production. Go see it. Tell me what you think. Write in the comments. And y'all got different, y'all opinionated differently. Let me know, and I'll be back up here for another stream. I'll let you know previews of it coming up. Thank y'all for watching Dimitri Cinema. I hope y'all have a good weekend, a good 4th of July coming up, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Go see Mortal Kombat 2.